Welcome to my channel, Rumble Reactor, the fastest place for fights, reactions, and highlights. Let's dive in.
About a guy who sprints.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy who's fast, one of the fastest heavyweights. He might be the fate in the history of the sport. I don't think anybody moves like that guy does.
Joe Rogan and the MMA world are going wild over Tom Aspinall's shocking new training footage ahead of his October clash with Ciryl Gane. And the responses make one thing clear: Tom Aspinall could be the most fearsome heavyweight the UFC has ever faced.
He beat everybody else's ass too. All the other heavyweights, ragdoll dudes way bigger than him. He's just a freak, and he is again the next the next advancement of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. I mean, he knocked out Ciryl, who's the scariest striker in all of MMA, and he knocked him out in the first round, and the way he did it was just picture perfect. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem. At a 250 plus pound frame, his movement's extraordinary, and that's something you have to deal with. Like, that is a crazy ability. Like, his ability to move, like the way he moves, is so much different than everybody else in the sport. He moves like a 175 pounder. He doesn't move like a 250 pound guy. Look how quickly he closes the distance, man. His hand speed and full range of skills. Incredible stand-up, knocks guys out with one punch, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good wrestler. His everything, and he's young.
So what's your prediction if it happens?
It's hard to bet against John.
The clips show Aspinall moving like a middleweight, unleashing speed and precision that no one else in the division can match. His combinations strike with lightning speed. His grappling transitions flow effortlessly, and his timing is razor sharp.
Yeah, it came out John Jones wants 6 months to prepare for Aspinall.
I think that's fair. What do you feel about that?
It makes sense.
Where do you put your money?
I would not have bet against John, but I do think he should be an underdog in that fight.
Damn.
Aspinall's young in his prime.
So
John didn't look great, I don't think, against Stipe. Didn't look great against Ciryl Gane.
Yeah.
We don't know. There's so many question marks on John. You know, my money would probably be on Aspinall, but John's the greatest to ever do it. So you don't want to count him out. I would say John should be like a plus 120. Because there's question marks.
Aspinall's a big boy
And very, very skilled.
and
But he has some holes. His defense is a little.
well, he's also got holes in. If John grabs that black belt in jiu-jitsu is all good, but if John grabs him, puts him on his back, that's a possibility too.
Oh yeah, that's probably his best bet because he's not going to knock him out.
No.
There's one guy who could mimic a John Jones on the feet. It's Rieker Verhoeven. Your big.
He's gonna wipe the floor. He's gonna wipe the floor with John Jones.
You believe
John Jones
100%.
doesn't have a chance versus Tom Aspinall. Mark my words. Tom Aspinall is a freaking monster
I love it.
on his feet and on the ground. So, and I truly believe that John Jones has never faced somebody that is that good on his feet. On the ground, he's faced some guys that are pretty good, but on his feet, I think Tom is, he would even do good in the kickboxing ring. He would be a top competitor for to fight me as well.
I think Tom smokes him. I do. And I think John is probably very conscious of that threat as well. I'm not saying he doesn't think he can win, but he understands that this will be a tough fight. But they're all tough fights. They're all supposed to be tough fights.
It's the kind of footage that leaves veteran fighters shaking their heads in disbelief. Joe Rogan has praised Aspinall for years, calling him a once-in-a-generation athlete. He highlights how Tom's speed at heavyweight seems almost unfair, how his movement and balance allow him to fight like a man 2 weight classes lighter while still packing true heavyweight power. Other fighters share the same view. Michael Bisping says Aspinall is the future of the division, a man with no obvious weaknesses and a skill set that's nearly impossible to prepare for. This is what makes the matchup with Ciryl Gane so fascinating. Gane is the smoothest striker at heavyweight, a technical wizard with elite footwork and range control. But the question remains, can he handle Tom Aspinall's pace, pressure, and variety? Fans point to Gane's loss to John Jones as proof that his grappling defense can be broken, and many believe Aspinall will exploit the same vulnerability.
there that John Jones was never, not even if you put a fucking gun to his head, gonna take that fight. Just look at the language Jones has been using from day one about Tom Aspinall. Why would I gamble my legacy on someone like him? John Jones, gamble. You win every fight, don't you? You're guaranteed to win every fight. You can beat anyone. Every fight, if you're the best fighting the best, is a bit of a gamble. But you're the heavyweight champion of the world. You're supposed to go on and do that. I've never ever known a champion who tells everyone how great they are and yet doesn't want to fight the best challenger. I tell a lie. Actually, I do remember one time, Tyson Fury, when he did not want to fight Alexander Usyk. Oh, he's not a big enough name. Oh, and he made all the excuses in the world. And guess what? Usyk beat him twice. And this is exactly why John Jones doesn't want to take that fight, because he can see what the fuck is on the way. Jones spent the majority of his career as a heavyweight, boiling down to light heavyweight, beating guys who were actually middleweights, aside from one or two. And by the way, he scraped through those ones. When people were equal to him in size, that was where he actually struggled. Dominic fucking Reyes beat him, in my opinion, for Christ's sakes. And who the fuck is he? No offense. He's certainly not Tom Aspinall. In Tom Aspinall, John Jones, with his high fighting IQ, which I won't take away from him, he is a very smart fighter, and that's what the problem is here, is he's not able to delude himself into thinking, oh, I'll just beat him, right? He sees everything. And that's part of the reason why Jones has managed to win so many fights, is he sees everything and he analyzes and he comes up with good game plans. He's a smart fighter, but he can't do this with Tom Aspinall. He looks at him and goes, right, okay, he's faster. Fuck me, he's way faster. And he's bigger. That's not normal. And he hits way harder than anyone I've ever fought in my entire fucking life. And he's banging out heavyweights in the first round. Big, massive heavyweights. I've been fighting smaller guys the majority of my career, and he's out there blasting out heavyweights. Fuck. If I go in there, there's every chance I'm getting dropped in the first round and put away.
It's not a conversation. So. Tom should be able to take him down if he chooses to. So if... Yeah. Ciryl Gane isn't training in Dagestan for 2-3 months, years, days, weeks.
Or Arkansas.
Or Arkansas, brother.
Yeah, he's just go down there with brass.
Get up there with brass. If he's not just solely working on his grappling, then he's a fool. Yeah. And by the way, Tom's probably got bigger power. Tom might just knock him out on his feet as well. And I'm not saying that Ciryl can't be a force and Ciryl can't compete and Ciryl can't surprise us all, because he can. And Tom knows that. That's why he'll train accordingly. But the grappling is a big question mark.
Big question mark. And I think if we're talking about their styles too, I think the one thing that you can give Ciryl, other than maybe his unorthodox movement, the way he switches stances quite a bit, he kicks more. He uses a bit more tools, whereas Tom can kick. He can do it all, no doubt about it. He can knee and all of that. But I think that primarily the hands are where Tom really showcases him.
It's almost an unfair comparison, right? When we talk about pressure versus pressure, everybody's under tremendous pressure. But I guess when you kind of look at it from not just pressure, but potential legacy and career and what's on the line, I think it's hard to not go with Tom Aspinall, because the heavyweight division is on the line. If Gane goes in and beats him, no disrespect to Gane, love the guy, the heavyweight division loses a lot of respect. Even if Tom goes out there and it's a close fight, or he gets dropped and then has to come back or something, like, the heavyweight division has so little respect right now, probably deservedly so, I think. You know, with Gane getting his third title shot in a couple years, like, Tom has to show that he is the heavyweight division. You know, he has to prove that to the world. Like, I am, the heavyweight division's not just shit, but like, I'm so good that the heavyweight division is shit, right? This is kind of his thing that he has to go out there and prove to the world. And if he goes out there and loses to Gane, the division already is not respected. That brings Tom down significantly, I think, right? And of course, the potential John Jones fight, which is whatever, who knows, right? Like, how he beats Gane, assuming he does, may play a factor too. Like, if it turns out to be a close fight, again, John's going to be on his phone with Twitter open watching this fight, like, just waiting for Tom to fuck up and get dropped, get leg kicked and limping a little bit, or, you know what I mean? John can't wait for that moment.
The difference with Tom is that he doesn't just wrestle. He blends his lightning-fast hands with perfectly timed level changes, sets traps on the feet, forces reactions, and never lets an opponent settle. The MMA community is calling Aspinall a nightmare matchup for anyone. His striking is sharp, his grappling elite, and his fight IQ allows him to adapt instantly to whatever is in front of him. He has finished fights in seconds, leaving so little tape that analysts struggle to even break down his tendencies. That's why so many believe Ciryl Gane is walking into the most dangerous fight of his career. Many fans also think Aspinall has already surpassed the current crop of heavyweights. With his athleticism, technique, and mindset, people say he's the one who can carry the division into a new era. He is faster than the veterans, sharper than the prospects, and hungrier than anyone else at the top. If he gets past Ciryl Gane in October, fans are convinced it will mark the start of a dominant reign. This training footage is more than a glimpse into camp, it's a statement. A statement that Tom Aspinall is ready. A statement that Ciryl Gane is in for the toughest test of his life. And a statement that the UFC might finally have a heavyweight champion capable of dominating for an entire generation. Joe Rogan and fighters around the world are saying the same thing. Tom Aspinall is extraordinary, and the division has never seen anything like him.